Hey guys, good morning. I'm up and had a relaxed morning. Woke up after a good night's sleep. Yesterday I spent about half the night. No, it's a bit of a long story, but I got a Kamado barbecue, like a big green egg, but it's not that. It's a Dutch copy. It's a very high quality copy called the Bastard. Um, it is amazing, amazing. I can make the most amazing dishes with it. Really enjoying that, and that requires some maintenance. There's a cast iron grill that you can put in it instead of the regular steel one. And obviously, I like these little gimmicks. I like that rustic feeling that cast iron gives. But that requires some maintenance because, well, a lot of fat drips and the cheese or like sauces or whatever. Like you marinate the meat. Um, so that has to be cleaned quite thoroughly. And once that's done, in order to prevent it from rusting, you need to apply, well, like Crisco, or oil, peanut butter oil, peanut butter, peanut oil. Anyhow, so I was working on that last night here, and I saw a number of giant slugs. And with giant, I'm talking about 7 centimeters or so, with 3 inches. That that is pretty big, right? It's pretty gross. Um, and the harder I look, the more I start to find even smaller ones. So there's like so many slugs out there. So I grabbed the burger flipper, and there's a little stream behind the house. So I flung them over the balcony, and hope they're not gonna be coming crawling 2 floors up. So that was last night. Uh, uh, I had my friend Martin, over. He's a cop and very solid guy, really good friend, and we have our well, I wouldn't say weekly, but sometimes it's weekly, at least bi-weekly barbecue evenings. And one of the things we love making is burgers, and we make these hamburgers with half a pound each, 2 to 50, 225, somewhere grams between those two, and we try and do a little different, like different spices. We had uh, lettuce, no, not lettuce, cucumber, no, not cucumber. Let's see, onions. I made some onions on the barbecue on a cast iron a pan with some spices. I spiced them up, and we made some red onion. Baked some red onion in a pan downstairs. Tomato, um, gherkin. We baked an egg with basil. Pretty good. Um, Bacon. We fried some bacon, and then finally we spiced the meat. It was very delicious, and they're really thick and pretty juicy if you don't let them rest too long on the grill. I had about a 200 degrees Celsius, which is quite high. Let me check out how much that is in Fahrenheit. 200 C to F. That's 392 Fahrenheit. So about 400 Fahrenheit. Wow. So it grills really well. You get those nice grill stripes on there. Man, it was good. And you put a thermometer inside so you can see how warm the meat is. And if you go to regular burgers, they they recommend, if it's really well done, it's 70 degrees Celsius, 158 Fahrenheit, and but we take them off at about 60, so that's 140 Fahrenheit, and actually it could be taken off a bit earlier. I'm actually hoping to sort of finish it by 57, 58, so about 136 Fahrenheit, something like that. And because it will grill, it will, the heat will also, after you take it off, sort of continue cooking. And you don't want it to take the juices out. So that's what we did last night, and that was a lot of fun. And we always watch a show. Right now we're on one show, but since I'm joining the military, or the Navy to be more precise, Martin took it upon himself to show me one of his favorite shows from the BBC, I think it is, or for Channel 4, I'm not really sure. Some British channel. It's called SAS, Who Dares Wins. And that's the motto of the SAS. And in case you don't know what the SAS is, they're basically the special forces of Great Britain, of the United Kingdom. SAS UK. Special Air Service, it's called, but it's not really an air service. It's it started like a lot of these commandos as a counter-terror, like a reconnaissance, like a sabotage unit. So this is like, in America, I guess they got the Delta Force and the SEALs and whatnot, and this is the British version, and they give you a bit of an insight in the recruitment process. Now, obviously, this is at a much higher level, like this is the creme de la creme, so to speak. And if you're physically fit, and I mean real fit, I'm not talking like me. I'm a big dude, but I'm not unfit. As in, I work out twice a week, and take that very seriously. So I do have a certain degree of fitness, but it's nothing like what these guys have. I mean, we're talking about professional MMA fighters, martial arts instructors, personal trainers. I mean, heck yeah, there's comedians joining up. There's gardeners joining up and actually doing really well. So there's that. And sometimes it's the biggest dudes who drop out the quickest, because it's not all about strength. In fact, it's far from it. The reason we're watching this is so that I get a bit of an idea about this selection process. And a lot of people ask me, if you become a chaplain, do you get the military training? Now, the simple answer is yes. There's a 10 or 11 week program, including many different things, from basic military skills, history of the military, combat, using a weapon, even though we as chaplains don't carry weapons. But just so you know what all the symbols mean, all the abbreviations, laws in combat, all these things you're schooled in, and that takes some time. Making camp, cooking in the forest, reading a map and compass, that sort of basic skills. So it's very wide ranged. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of time in the classroom. There's a lot of time walking through streams and rivers, across fields and forests. So yeah, there will be some of that. But right now, since chaplains, obviously, I mean, these are not usually the skills we need. So the chaplains, since this program, because this is for it's called the specialist training course, and these are for specialists. So We're thinking like university degree people who don't go into the combat zone, doctors, uh, lawyers, chaplains, that sort of those people. Um, and this course is only offered a few times a year apparently, and the chaplains, since they don't need it or need it the least, I suppose, I'm not really sure. We get pushed back, and there's a guy who's been waiting for over a year to participate in one of these trainings. And now what with Corona, it's pretty, Corona is a pretty big thing, obviously, and I suspect there will be an even longer delay. Now, there is an upside. I get to ease into things a little bit more. I will be attached to the school where they train the cadets for the Navy. So there will be a lot of opportunities, I suppose, for me to tag along and also see what that's all about. Um, so I'll be. It's kind of weird. I'll be sort of on the other side of the. I'll not be the one who is being trained. I'm not exactly going to be a trainer, obviously, but I will be there with the guys, and I will be aiding them and spiritually. So, and it's kind of like I don't have to go for weeks through this course, but I can just come in and participate and take a few of these steps with them. That will also challenge me. I mean, as you might know, I'm training to do the 18-kilometer march, and that is for me already quite a big thing. Yeah. So, yeah, last night we watched the SAS Who Dares Wins. It's very insightful. Who gives up? What do these guys have to do? It's interesting because you hear the trainers say it's not about them keeping up with me when I set the pace. We don't care about that. It's about how you deal with not being able to complete the assignment. That's interesting. That shows the character of the person. And there was this young guy, about 19 years old. I mean, right now, I've just seen the 1 hour episode, first episode. There's guys aged 35 and over that are still in the group, and this 19-year-old kid dropped out. He was last on that run. They picked him off the course, and the medical team did. And they had a little exit conversation. He said, well, give me your number. You're not known by your name, you're known by your number. You take the number off, you hand it in. That signifies I want to go home. And you can do that voluntarily, or they can tell you. So they have this exit conversation, and he's like, dude, I'm sorry, you're 90 years old, you can accomplish a lot of things, that's in your favor, but we're sending you home. I bet if you say, man, I had an off day, I really want to get another chance, I'm not just going to give you my number, I'm not giving up. I'm sure, I think that is the character that they want to see. So if you're not ready to go home, and someone else tells you, you got to go home, and you say, well, I can't do this just yet, but next one I will shine. They will give you that chance. I'm almost confident. It's about your character, and a lot of it is not knowing what's going to happen. So you're just coming there. Are you going to be able to sleep right now? Is it evening? It is evening. What time is it exactly? You don't know. You don't have a watch. You don't have a phone. You're just there. What's happening? Oh, an hour later, 10 minutes later, 4 hours later. You don't know when they're going to come in, and that's the thing. Let's come here. You go there. This is what we're going to do. Okay, this is what you're going to do now, apparently. It's really interesting. And that's sort of how they break you down so they can see what if your character remains where you're exhausted or mentally pressured seems really solid, and I just hope you obviously the only thing that keeps running through your mind is how would I respond, uh, and I just hope that the grace of God will help me through that, and I'm sure, given my role as a chaplain, that will give me strength itself, knowing that what I'm there for is others and not myself. That's how I got through seminary, and that's a whole different story. So, anywho's, that's what I wanted to share with you today about my life, where I'm at right now. So, if you like that, or if you have questions or you want to comment, please do so. And we are going to move on to Star Wars. Yesterday I was in the Ebon Hawk. I wanted to interview everyone, talk to everyone, and it turns out that just takes a lot of time. And since I'm broadcasting this, not sure who's watching, but I don't want to click through. Sometimes you read it, you're like, okay. You don't want to click through too much. I just want you to be able to see and experience with me what they're saying. So, that takes a lot of time. We're going back because I just want to get this over with as well, and then we can go to another planet. And I've already been checking, but I kind of forgot. Planet Order KOTOR 2. They have a recommended order, and Onderon is next, apparently. So we're going to Onderon after this. Welcome aboard. Here's me, your fallen Jedi. Or more like exiled Jedi, because I still feel kind of like a Jedi, but I'm sort of cast out of the Order. I was cast out. Now, I'm not interested in Goto as much, but Mira definitely has my attention.
Yeah, something wrong?
Can I get some grenades? There was some questions I wanted to ask you.
Mask.
Yeah, you seem restless.
All this traveling, being trapped in the ship, everything's just too quiet.
I bet you traveled. Too quiet?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Were you raised in Arshana?
Look, before we get into a game of guess the Pazak card, pull back on the
Wow.
phone. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories.
Wow.
Talk. About what?
Let's start with one.
Why, you tried to be my father? No thanks.
Ouch!
I already had one. Somewhere.
Go on, it can't be that bad. Give me a chance, yeah.
Are you sure you're a Jedi? That exile of yours must have gone on longer than I thought. Look, you're way too old for me. Even if I were interested, you couldn't handle me anyway. I mean, you're really good in a fight, and you've got those intense eyes. And it's obvious you take care of your body, but I really don't have the luxury of getting attached to you. Besides, you already have your little entourage. I don't want to be a part of the pack.
What's happening? What are you talking about?
Look, if we start sharing a bunk, the other girls would get upset, and then I'd have to kick the hell out of them to show them who's the pack leader around here. No thanks. You're sweet, old guy. But let's keep it professional.
Fine, didn't think you'd run away from a challenge. That sounds like fun.
Run away? You're the one who couldn't handle me. I'd kill you. Shoot.
That is the weirdest conversation, given the fact that I've actually never, I don't think ever, talked to this girl before. So that's kind of odd programming. Like Narshana, let's go that.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been off
Interesting.
planet.
That gets me somewhere. I guess I got used to it.
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Gray showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all life is connected, is bound to each other. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I'll be able to show you. Ooh.
No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Oh, no!
Alright. Well,
I have a feeling we haven't quite gone through this whole
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it.
Okay. Or the tortured groaning of a trash compactor. More like screaming a broken hard drive that carries a vibroblade and hits you up for credit. Let's go with 5.
Yeah? Didn't think I'd hear a Jedi ever refer to Nar Shaddaa like that.
Influence gained, that's what I thought. So show her some respect.
Yeah, something wrong? Go ahead.
Let's see if we can get her to talk about where you raised in Nar
Yeah,
Shaddaa.
more or less. I
There
wasn't
you
born
go.
there. I just ended up there.
What happened to your
Well,
family?
the war happened. The first one against the Mandalorians. Had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
We done.
I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
Okay, there were no colonies. It was a taboo world for the Mandalorians.
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
She's a Mandalorian.
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
Wow.
When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions.
Wow.
Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
I regret the loss of life, but there was no choice left.
Yeah, I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you. I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it. Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it.
Hindsight points.
Yeah,
That's not really what I was after, but yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there.
Okay, let's go into why she doesn't kill her
Killed people
targets.
before, but not if I don't have to.
Because all lives connected in Malachor proved it. You know what the loss of family means even to your targets.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know Jedi didn't care about life there.
I never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malachor.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
All right. Let's we can do all that. There we go.
HK-47 activated.
There he is.
Checks through primary systems.
Cool.
Assessment. It appears I have suffered considerable damage and dismemberment.
Huh.
I can feel all the cracks in my motivators. And my central control cluster seems to have taken several repeated blaster shots at close range. How crude.
Why were you in a storage hold? Any idea what happened to you? You took a lot of series of droids with... Are you okay? Alright, any idea what happened to you? Let's go with 2.
Answer. It seems you would know more than I. My memory centers are experiencing some setbacks. Reflection. Of course, for some reason that does not alarm me. I suspect I have suffered such repeated memory failures before. Still, the loss of my higher combat and assassination protocols is shameful and degrading.
Are you okay?
Answer. If by okay, you mean the loss of almost all my existing assassination protocols, then no.
Oh, jeez.
Furthermore, I seem to have no discretionary control over my vocabulator, causing me to reveal my true function as an assassin droid of unrivaled sophistication. Answer. I do not know, Master. It is curious that I was here, although this place does seem familiar.
Uh-oh.
Extrapolation. Perhaps someone was already in the process of rebuilding me. It may be I was needed for some task.
Alright, you look like a series of droids that have attacked me.
Answer. Oh, that is impossible, Master. If I were out to kill you, we would not be speaking. And regardless, I am a unique model. Why, to think that there would be other versions of me would be unacceptable.
Well, there's at least 4 other now defunct versions of you in the galaxy. Well, I think I killed about 20 or so, maybe 25. Actually, there's a series of HK-50 units sharing your model and function.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If you persist in your attempts at humor, I shall indulge you. Let me check the ship's records, and we will settle this matter once and for all. Conclusion. You speak the truth. This discovery is also causing me some degree of anger and humiliation.
Oh, no.
Mockery. Am I all right? Oh, yes, Master. Why, I am fine. Statement. I mean, I've only just been reactivated, only to find that there are substandard duplicates of me running all over the galaxy, corroding my good name. But if they are, in fact, hunting you, then I look forward to the opportunity to meet these units and educate them in proper assassination protocols. Conclusion. So it seems I need you, for the time being. Recitation. Yes. As I said, I am an assassin droid. It is my primary function to burn
The meatbacks are back.
meatbags that you wish removed from the galaxy. Master, oh, how I hate that term.
What, meatback?
Answer. No, Master. I said it again.
Are you ready to serve me, droid?
Answer. Yes, Master. HK-47 is ready to serve.
Cool. Alright, so Mira yelled at me, but I didn't lose the influence. I wanted to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me. Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers. There's a lot of lost people out there, scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes it's like you can almost hear them, like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, this is awesome. From such acts of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, that's some influence gained. Good. Good. Yeah.
Go ahead, no.
I just want to ask, as some things don't become available until later. So you have to go through discussion A to get B, to get access to B, and so on. So I really, right now, want to try and ask as many things as possible to get as far along in the story as possible. Because I found out, playing Coder 1, I was at the end of the game, and I had not completed all the character storylines, which are, I think, the biggest treasure in this game. Why did you become a bounty hunter? I feel we just talked about that.
I'm good at finding people.
Finding people seems difficult.
Not if you know your target. Usually you get a hollow, a rough description, and then you just sort of listen to it, get a feel for him or her, then start walking.
Okay.
This is a little hard to explain, but Nar Shaddah's got a flow, a life to it.
She's definitely a
You see all
Jedi,
kinds
Force
of
sensitive,
aliens and
right?
life there, and it's got currents. You know your target, you can feel them. You know where they're going to go. And sometimes you know where they're going to be before they do. I'm good at finding people. Because when they're lost or out of place, it's like something's wrong inside them. And that's why I hunt.
Hmm. Okay, so that didn't progress the story.
Shoot.
But we got that done, and then now let's talk about Hanhar.
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does.
Wow.
He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that. And it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing
Wow.
in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
One.
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
Wow.
Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah, I got success. Yes, I'd like to know what happened.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the outer rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
Yeah. Do you know what species he is? So he was a slave. Do you know the name of his homeworld? Okay, so he was a slave.
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
Why was he wearing those cuffs?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
Sounds like Zerka deserves it. Nothing deserves to be caged. That's a little over the top, so let's go with 2.
Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3 or the ID cluster colonies?
Weren't they destroyed?
Right. That's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver.
Wow.
A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
How do you factor in?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since. I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad.
With Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge. A life debt to Hanhar is a death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved, and so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
What if someone else saved his life? Would he try to kill them?
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's going to show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Any chance he's still alive?
Trust me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts.
Wow.
He's a hunter. He's a natural predator.
So how did you save his life?
Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
Oh, wow. You proved him wrong.
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes. I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Alright.
Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely. He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. It had happened so fast. All the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said he'd pursue me to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me. That I would always be prey.
So it's stronger to spare a life than take it. Sounds like the right thing to say. You paid the price for your weakness. No, okay.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance. Alright.
How do you save Hanhar? Influence gain. Bum. Bam.
Something wrong? Go ahead.
Ready to tell me how you saved Hanhar's life? I feel we've just gone through that.
Happens on Nar Shaddaa. I made someone mad.
Okay, so that's that story.
Shoot.
Why don't you kill your targets? I think we did that.
I've killed people before.
But you don't seem to hold back when you're with me.
I know. It's different. I don't know why. I don't know. I haven't killed anyone for a long time. But when I'm around you, suddenly it's like I've always been doing it. It's like a reflex.
I usually don't kill people, but when I'm with you, or I mean, yeah, why not? It's easy. Well, we're being shot at. We're the good guys. Just remember that while watching.
Alright. Made it. It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you like. All it requires...
You can make a rocket that were provided your demolition skill is high enough.
Anything else you wanted to know?
No, I
Go ahead.
Really? So we could talk?
About what? Why, you trying to be my father?
Come on, it can't be that bad.
Are you sure you're... Look, you're... Besides...
Oh, we talked about that, hey? Alright, so I guess that was everything I could get out of her. I really don't care about that dude. And now we are here with T3 and 4. Hello! When I was scared by Goto, how were you able to find Goto's yacht? You snuck into Focus droid warehouse to steal the codes? Oh, jeez. So who's transmitting the codes? The droids, interesting. Forget it. I had some other questions. Do you know where the HK came from? Ooh! Now we're gonna get a story. Oh, jeez. You were trying to rebuild him? Why? Any idea how its parts got scattered all over the galaxy? He does not know. How's the Ebon Hawk T3? What's wrong with the astrogation? Yeah, computer. Repair. Let's try this. I've been upgrading my own repair skills, so... Now, last time it didn't work, but now I bet it will. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, she'll be tougher and faster. He's happy. +1 dexterity, +1 constitution. There you go. Well, I'm fine. I just got caught up in my work. Yeah, or 2. He likes that. So I upgraded him just a tiny tad. I need a programming spike. Never mind. Alright, so that has gone as far as I think it could. Handmaiden, I think we sparred with her. Did we talk to Phesis? I think we did. So then there's just Beodur, I think we talked to. Did we? I mean, I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't yesterday that I played, but like 2 days ago. Phesis. No, I think. How did you find me? Who's saying? How did you find me? Who sent you?
My mouth, there's.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have questions for you. Yeah, no, I think that's we've gone through all that. I got my lightsaber, guys. All right, so now it's time to talk to Atten. Atten has been with me since the beginning. Let's see if we can do anything with him.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't.
Do you know Mira?
I've known people like her. Maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline.
The plunging neckline.
I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull.
Ah, he never got anywhere with her then, hey?
Alright, what did you want to know?
I met someone who says he knows you.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He said you're not Atten at all, like you showed up in Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atten will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Man.
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Calm down, I just wanted to know. No harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
If you could, let's travel. Perhaps pain will bring the truth out of you.
You know what? I helped you get off Dragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know where you were before you arrived in Nar Shaddaa?
You know what? Not once have I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about
I think
Sarah.
we already went
what
through
makes
this.
you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
If you have a question, then ask.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you? But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp. Another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
2, let's go there. Or 3, you can goad him into telling.
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
What do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
Well, man, that's not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway. Well, don't get too attached to it. I don't like it.
Changing his tones. Why not?
It's because I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
But why?
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darrett, and all the rest. Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
I agree, the Republic did not deserve your loyalty, not any longer.
The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stay-Rip cities into glass craters. At
I
Duro,
can't get a handle on this guy.
like meteors onto the orbiting cities.
What does he want,
And when the
you know?
Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war. And we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
He was a Republic soldier. The Republic was losing against the Mandalorians. Revan led the Jedi who wanted to against the Mandalorians. He abandoned the Republic to help Revan. I get it. So, and now he is a Jedi, but he blames us for what happened on Malachor. But that seems like, I think what he should blame is the Jedi who stayed home and did nothing. Without the Jedi who turned anything, without you, instead you all became Sith. Yeah, no, that is no reason to start another war and immortalize. You betrayed your oath, it deserves to be betrayed, and you knew where your true loyalties lay. Let's go with 1.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
So you followed Revan like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks. We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die. So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
Okay, and then the Jedi turned on the other Jedi who had become the Sith. You fought Jedi 3.
I didn't fight Jedi. I killed them. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
Oh wow,
What's
we're
worse
getting
is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
You make it sound so easy.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
He means the Sith, but that's okay. To block someone reading your mind.
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct.
Oh.
I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War.
You really have to be on the ball here to
The
understand.
real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
And the Force.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
So what happened?
Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
So how did you break away? But you're here now, why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi. You took a risk thinking I would care. Okay, 1.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live.
What? No one on my watch died!
Anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
Why did you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi.
Oh my.
She gave her life for mine. I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention. She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her.
Wow.
Or want to believe her.
So what did you do?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot.
Oh my.
And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force, in my head. And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her.
Wow.
But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That's what it means to be a Jedi.
I killed her
Fresh
for
Christian.
crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her. In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me. And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said,
Wow.
but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end.
This is like
And after that,
the most dramatic story ever. Oh my gosh.
Before, guilt, lust,
What?
impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
Yeah.
And then I met you on Paragus, and I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Wow. Then I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
I welcome your help and your honesty.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore.
Good.
And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Awesome. Then I will train you at...
What must I do? Is there some ritual or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. Yes! I love how wonderful that goes. How can... Lord, teach us how to pray. Just close your eyes and open your mind. Alright, anywho, let's train this buddy of mine, the Jedi Killer. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents, its eddies. Close your eyes. That's just step one. Close your eyes. Okay, listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart, separated from war, separated from hate. Okay. Think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me, to protect me. Toon, toon, toon. And at last, Atten, awake. Toon, Atten has taken the first steps on the path of a Jedi Sentinel. He will grow in ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force. And that's how it is done, my friends.
I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you.
Wow.
You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
I feel as I'm more in touch with the Force than I ever been.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Guys, I think this was enough talking aboard the Ebon Hawk. Can you believe this? Let's see, I have been working here for about half an hour. That was interesting. I kind of liked Mira's, and I kind of liked Atten's story. It was a little outrageous, but that was pretty good. Builder is a good chap, but Visa's also kind of meh, you know. We'll see. Alright, and T3 is a cutie. Now, let's go here to the old galaxy map. I don't know why I start yawning when I start playing this game. Honestly, guys, it's like, what? Is it 11 or so? Yeah, 11:15 here. I start yawning. Gosh. Okay, this is Tilos. Let's go there and visit Gren, and Lieutenant Gren, to sort of settle the fuel situation. Always like that. The hyperdrive. Here's Telos. Look. You're building a better Telos. There we are in the little Ebon Hawk. I wish you could sort of upgrade the ship, you know, make it the most awesome ship ever. That's what I would spend my credits on, gladly. And we need to catch the Batu Rem, fake Batu Rem. Uh-oh.
Has there been any sign of the ship?
No, mistress, nor any word of our sister. We do not know where they travel now.
The freighter. It is important. And I thought the droid was as well, but I was wrong.
Mistress, we still do not know the significance of the ship or the droid. We downloaded all you asked, but we are still no closer to the answers you seek.
Then perhaps we'll need to have faith that your sister will change her mind, remember her oath, and return to us with the answers we seek.
I hope so, mistress. But there has been no word of her since she departed with the other four on the freighter.
Four?
Yes, mistress. The Iridonian, the Ichani-trained pilot, the exile, and the old woman.
Old woman?
Yes, mistress.
I do not recall seeing her.
Mistress, she was secured for much of the time the exile was here. At other times you were meditating, and we did not wish to disturb you. Mistress, is there something wrong?
I am tired. I sometimes feel as if things are collapsing all around us. It is just at the edge of perceptions, waiting. I fear things will collapse before our enemies reveal
It's a
themselves.
horrible voice acting
I will meditate upon
and
this.
storytelling
Perhaps it will
also.
clear my mind.
Ugh. You'd almost become Sith just so you could take her out.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again? This is Ronto Scrag. What house rule says I have to go first?
Huh.
Yeah, well, I'm still not convinced you aren't cheating.
Warning, if you draw another ±1 card, I will enact the confirmation protocols.
This droid is cleaning me out.
Can I play?
Sure, but I don't have any more credits to bet, so it's Republic Senate rules.
Alright, so I'm not really a Pazak player, but let's play and see if we can get some creds with the crew. Okay, so for those of you who don't know this game, you take turns drawing random cards and you need to hit 20. And if you go over 20, you're screwed. So, 20, bam, and I defeated whomever I was playing, probably Atten. It's kind of lame. So I'm at 21 now. So I'll lose if I end the turn now. So, and with negative, tossing -3 in the bowl will give me to 18. What the heck? Let's do it and then stand. Okay, so at least I got him to spend a card as well. 5. Lost. 15. 16. What? Oh, he... Ah, well. What?
Don't you ever give it a rest?
She's awesome, dude.
Fine, don't mind me. I just need to get some stuff from the cargo hold.
Why are you naked? Pretty much. There's no door here.
You know the first tier of styles, but you're holding back because I am unarmed. Tell me where you were trained.
What can I say? I'm a quick study.
You lie. You learned Johnny styles by reflex.
Oh yeah? Guess you saw a lot of the world while you were freezing your cargo hold off in the Ice Academy. Didn't you, sister?
Your
Next
cargo
time I'm
hold.
looking here, I'm carrying a blaster. Oh yeah, one other thing. Don't think I haven't noticed the way you've been sparring with our ex-Jedi friend. This isn't some pleasure yacht. So if I did know all the Achani movements, I might know more than just the first tier, including the etiquette rituals. So keep your hands where I can see them.
Fool.
Shut up.
That is how flesh and blood fights. Let me show you how one fights when one's life is the Force.
Oh no.
I won't let you harm him. I have heard of your kind. You worship strength, when all it does is rot you from
Wow,
within.
You echo another's words, and as an echo it lacks strength. Who is it who has taught you of the Sith?
I will not reveal my mistress, and I will not allow you to harm the one I travel with.
I cannot harm him. His wound lies deeper than any blade could reach. That is why I follow him, and protect him.
Protect him? I do not believe you.
You do not believe that I would
So
follow
much
him to death?
infighting.
Certainly you have read as much in my movements as I have in yours. There's no shame in your feelings, sister of the Achani.
Be silent. You know nothing of what you speak.
You are alone and wounded in your own way. I can feel its pulse, like a heartbeat from the past. But if you will not believe that I mean him no harm, then believe this. I wish to learn from him. I wish to learn how it is he still walks, when his spirit is nothing more than a shell. When you feel as though the Force, as if life itself has abandoned you. I have a question for you, sister of the Achani. The exile. What does he look like?
a man, but it is
Ooh,
more
ooh,
than
ooh. I am
that. I
man.
don't have the words. He shows kindness, both small and great, to strangers. He does this without hesitation. He has accepted me, even though he and my mistress are not allies. All I know is he makes me doubt the words of my mistress, one whom I have pledged to serve.
Such feelings are not unknown to me.
I fear such doubts. Could it be my mistress was wrong about him? That perhaps he did not seek to betray the order.
All right.
That perhaps my mistress felt as I did. And when he left the order, she found that she doubted as well. There is a feeling that emanates from him, like a sound from far away, that has traveled a vast distance to reach here.
Like an echo.
Who speaks like that? Oh my god. Oh god.
But it is not me you should fear.
Tune, tune, tune.
There are darker things in the galaxy than a blind one such as I.
No, what's happening here? Oh no. Why are you not wearing any clothes anywhere?
I caught him. He's mine. But it's obvious you two need some advice, so let me lay out the attack pattern for you. It's simple. When you want a man, you jab him with a boffin stunner, then while he's screaming in pain, slap some stun cuffs on him. Then stun him for 2 or 3 days until he becomes open to suggestion, then double check his bounty and see if he's worth anything.
That sounds more like hunting.
Call it what you want. Me, I love my targets.
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core.
Goto obviously knows the guy.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Oh my. Come on, these are just too many cutscenes. What's going on? Oh no, not this. No, everyone hates D3.
My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Ah! The roles are turned. Oh my. Man, there's just so much going on here. So I have one party member left to recruit. Let's add these two. Why are you naked? Level up skills. Awareness apparently is really a big thing on her. She's dual-handed. She likes melee weapons. We upgrade her melee weapon skill. What else is there? We got that one. We got mobility. Did we? We got the mobility. What was this? Stealth run. An arm, precise shot. We don't need that. What about this? Dual strike. The character has advanced training using teamwork to defeat enemies. When attacking an enemy that another party member is also attacking, the character gets +2 bonus to a hit. Perfect. That's actually useful. Okay, accept. Now, for God's sakes. Oh, jeez. look at her dexterity bonus. It's 5, so we'll have to be careful with what we clothe her with. Max dexterity bonus 5, defense bonus 5. So this is actually a perfect match. Chani light armor, which is even better, and it's since it's a Chani, it suits her better. Let's see if there's anything else. Bronzium. See, these only have a max dexterity bonus of 2, so we'd be limiting her attributes. Okay. And she fights unarmed. Does she? I think we had... Three like spinning blade, Sith war sword. That's the one. 8 through 22 and plus 25 to hit. 9 through 29. So the lightsaber hits a bit better, but I'm at plus 22, and she has a way better chance to hit. A hunting mask on her. Dexterity plus 1. I hope it doesn't mask her face. No. Thankfully it does not. Okay, let's level her up. She's completely light sight now because of me. Because my light sight affects others around me, the more charisma I have and the more influence I have over a set person. And let's also visit the shop while we're here. What I want to do is visit the shop, do the Batu Ren thing, also the fuel situation and the shop. So that's 3 things. You gotta be freaking kidding me. What I think might be fun is if we can still change the party to swap out, or you can't be changing the party order. Let's see, remove, and then add him. And let's auto upgrade him. And then upgrade him plus 3 versus human. Let's see, upgrade class 3 is probably better. Dexterity plus 2, that's pretty good. Alright, then I have 1 class 2 upgrade. Let's go with that. And then this here, plus 3 versus humans, class 3. Okay. Droid Carbonite Projector. These are all class. This is a class 3, a plasma thrower. Let's put that on. Man, he's gonna be really like a beast, this dude. Molten Cannon sounds really good. Okay, and then okay, how about this? Defense bonus 6. Really good. And here, this one, defense barrier. That's Reflector Mark 3. Let's give him a nice blaster. 1 through 12, 4 through 12. Wow. Alright. He's got... Is that just a little pistol? Oh my god, that looks so stupid. Right, and then let's give him Lux's unstoppable damage thing. Cool. Now let's see. This might be fun.
Diagnostic. For some reason, I cannot fire. Obvious statement. This was not anticipated. I am attempting to access my weapon systems, and I cannot. Alarmed embarrassment. If this gets back to the other units, we will be decommissioned.
Will it be? I thought he would definitely give some.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
He can't fight either. He disappeared. I couldn't give. He didn't fight, but his portrait disappeared. Just because I got him, I thought I'd get some snarky comment out of him, but he actually made it impossible for them to shoot at me. Alright, anyhow, I'm not really happy with... I mean, this is the guy, he's completely dark side. Let's take him out of the equation and add Handmaiden back in. There's an Ithorian. Hello, Ithorian. Let's pressure these guys. Whether they know anything about Batu Rem, the fake Batu Rem. He came through here. What goes on here? Nothing. Alright. This guy is gonna have to... Alright. Find a nearby terminal. How do I get access? This the Ithorian Bay. This the Ithorian Bay. I don't think I can get in there anymore. I made some wrong conversation choices, it seems. Where do we need to go? Let's visit the police first. The police. There we go. Hey, Batono. Oh, actually,
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life.
that's
so
all
you've
right.
returned.
That's it. Aren't you going to put me under arrest? That's good.
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed.
Oh.
It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go.
Good.
But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Wow. Change their minds like that.
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your
It
fault.
wasn't.
Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
You should really improve your security arrangements.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else,
Alright, let's talk about the
What is
bounties.
it?
I got some information about Batu Rem.
real Batu Rem or the assassin Batu Rem?
I think this
Oh,
one.
what is it?
You're right from Nar Shaddaa.
Docking bay.
Ah, now this is what we had to do.
Activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete at Batnar Shaddaa. Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake.
Okay.
What it
Let's see, I have some information about the escaped criminals. Okay.
I see. And where and when did you kill them?
Followed them to the restoration zones where they were on duty as circus security.
I see. Well, you've certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find. So you've returned. What is?
Ah.
So you've returned.
Okay, let's talk about the fuel
Really?
problem.
That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
Voga the Hutt is looking for markets for his fuel.
Boga the Hutt? That's preposterous. What makes you think we'd be willing to do that?
Voga has a lot of fuel from Slaheron and he needs to sell it because there's nothing else. I don't care if you're willing or not, I'm just doing my part. Let's go to 3.
I just don't feel comfortable suggesting we deal with an established criminal like Voga. Right, but you don't care about that, fair enough. I have a feeling the Telosian Council will make an agreement regardless of Voga's price. Hopefully the Republic won't ask too many questions. Here's the reward for this information. Looks like you've earned it. Now I've got to send this in. What have you...
We're going to make a deal with Jana Lorso to be smuggled to the restoration zone.
Damn that woman. Do you have any proof?
I was there when it happened.
I wish that were enough. To finger Zerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. If you find anything else...
Okay. Well, that's good. I still think it's not good enough to get into Hangar Bay 3. I need to go to the shop, but I also need to go to the washroom. So if you'll let me get back to you in like a few minutes. Then you can see what I'm going to be buying here in this wonderful shop. Is that a good incentive? That's probably not, but I'll be right back. Be right back. Doon, doon, doon. All right, we're back. Thanks for joining me as we go into the second part. Maybe we'll get into Hangar Bay 3. I do want to break into Zerka. Let's go to live screen. There we are. And with this dude to talk to, Dendis. Just let me shop. And let's just show sell list. We can at least see what is expensive and what is not. Let's go to weapons. The exchange negotiator isn't very, but the silencer is. And that's probably, the Twi'lek spinning blade is really, and I have 3 of those. Why? Attribute damage constitution. Attribute damage strength. That must be it. Damage is not great. Let's sell one of these. Holy schmoly, the Gant shock staff? Man. The spinning blade. Armor, let's have a little look. Barandos robe, 6,000. Let's look at the ones I'm wearing. 8,000, yeah, so that was better. So we can sell these. These are garbage. Alright, 700, we can sell that. 1,100, also not great. 3,000. 4,000. This is definitely garbage. That's actually pretty good. Sith mask, even better. Detonator gloss, 500. That's not great. Yeah, not bad. What about this? I should look into this one. Wisdom +1. 8,000. My gosh. It's also really good. All this droid stuff. Look how many droid things I have. Droid fighting upgrade. $11,000. $32. I just don't understand these things. I don't know, guys. It all seems like garbage. I'm gonna sell anything under 1,000 for sure. The Molten Cannon, 520. Alright, show buy list. Let's look at the weapons. Some of the weapons. Looks like they have nothing on sale. What about this? Semi-powered Mandalorian armor plus F. Let's look at the best stuff they have is stuff I sold to them. 17k. This should be good. A target assessor. Attack modifier +2. You get precise shooting. You get turreting. And you're at the dexterity of +2. Wisdom +2. Let's buy this. Yeah. What else is there? Armor? Survey gear. Target assessor. Just dexterity +2. I mean, for the ones that I want this for, precise shot and targeting they'll probably already have. But there's really not much else to spend my money on, so let's just buy that. And armor. What else do we have here? Dexterity +5. That's also really good. Let's buy that. Wow, there's actually... I stand corrected. There's actually some really good stuff. Dexterity +5. Insane. $7K for this now. Show sell list. Can definitely sell these. These are all actually relatively good. Let's look at my guys. What do I have here? Reflex save +1. This is actually better. Regal visor, charisma +1, persuade +2. But I could wear this, which will give me wisdom +2, which I think is a lot better. Gel shape perception gloves, wisdom +1. All right. This here I can wear with the wisdom +1, which is really good for me. All right, then let's look at her. She's got this, which is good, I think. And for scoundrel like her, we can give her the... She's not a scoundrel? What is she? What kind of character is Mira? Is she a soldier? A scout. So Atten might be able to use it. Alright.
Yes?
Going to her. How do you feel? I think this staff is this one. Weapons. Sith War Sword, I think, was hers. Show sell list. It's at value to 1200, so let's sell that in favor of the Gant Shock Staff. Or the two Twi'lek swords, but let's go with this one. This looks really cool, doesn't it?
Good to go.
Alright, so we did some shopping, got some really fancy, expensive items too. Now let's see if we can find anything in Zerka that will, if their head office is still open. I don't know what else they would need. I completely exposed them for the criminals they were. I'm a Jedi now. Zerka offices. Let's dig around, see what we can do. If there's anyone alive here at all. There is. Zerka employee.
I'm glad that Zerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every...
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of...
Is that Dejana Lorsa still in charge? Wow. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project without the aid of a droid intelligence. If there is nothing...
So that's not really Zerka mainframe. Alright. Kind of weird, right, guys? That they're still allowed even though we've completely exposed them and so on. Well, I guess we can't help it. We'll just have to hope we're going to get some additional dialogue allowing us to go into the Zerka hangar. But I have a feeling... But I have a feeling that that is too much to ask for. There must be some fast travel thing on the docks that we haven't activated yet. This might be it. Information terminal. Okay. There's one thing I could ask the Ithorians, maybe. Okay. Nothing. There's one thing I can do, maybe still ask the Ithorians for help. I don't think they'll allow me that dialogue, but or one thing that... Alright, let's try one thing. Thorian compound. Yeah. There it is. Hello, Greta. Why did you greet me? Yeah. Do they have plans going out of computers? Alright. Jodo! Hello! Welcome back to Citadel Station. Answer? Never mind. Ithorian droid. Too busy to speak with me, eh? Your savior, your liberator? Huh? Right, so that was useless. I can't even get into the Ithorian Bay anymore, so I think that mission is just lost to me. That's what I think. The dock module. At least I got all the fast travel options listed now. Open the door. Crap. Oh, look at that. Are there two people waiting for me? They're citizens. No, they're just staring at a wall. Granted, it's more fun than watching soccer, but still.
Someone who managed to escape.
Is there anything here we could possibly find out about? I doubt it, though. If that's even locked, that's lame. That's the thing in more modern games, and I mean, granted, if you're lucky, but a few of them are really doing well. That doing great in allowing you different options, different paths. Oh my.
Why are you here?
Because I told him everything.
Ah, and now you are free.
Yes.
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests.
Go at.
Did you ever think I truly held you?
Oh, great!
I thought, what truly held you was you. Let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her, and let her die slowly.
She knows.
And your emotion at that point is what you feel. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. And only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious.
Sure.
Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Alright. Let's see if we have any new conversation.
My life for...
Nope. Builder.
Yes, General?
Statement. Master, I must express some degree of concern.
Sure.
As I have studied your actions, looking for potential vulnerabilities to exploit, I have found several. Statement. Master, it is nothing personal, but professional pride dictates that I keep a running tally on any potential weaknesses in my masters. And, of course, the weaknesses of any other sentient meatbags, droids, or other targets who are in service to my master. Hypothetical. Master, it is entirely possible that one day you may no longer be my master, and that my new master might get jealous of our prior relationship. It has happened before. As a result, I have a responsibility to know your weaknesses should I be required to assassinate you.
You don't have to call me master. This is a whole running gig in the first Godor.
Statement. Oh, I'm aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes. Statement. Of course I do, Master. Until the end. Consolation, Master.
He's getting better.
Everyone dies eventually, and not all of them by my hand. Even droids die when not routinely maintained, sadly enough. Statement. Of course.
Alright.
Statement.
You wish to conduct an interrogation. Very well, proceed.
Statement. Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained. Or so I choose to believe.
So I choose to believe.
Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back.
How do you torture droids? Wait. Don't answer. I found the Navi computer tampered with. Any ideas why it's locked? I wanted to...
Query. Indeed, I was unaware that the Navi computer was locked. Statement. Yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious. Statement. I suppose so, Master, but I would need to know who voice locked it, and regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class. Statement. Ah, more questions. Wonderful.
Educating you know what love is. Oh my god, these are all pretty good. Okay, let's start with 2.
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy.
Likely.
Statement. I'm an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master.
Sure.
My parts were no doubt costly to obtain.
Sure.
And the new owners hesitant to part with them.
Yes. It was something of a pain, yes.
Statement. That is indeed unfortunate, Master. It is merely another thing my attacker will answer for.
Mm-hmm.
I would be most distressed if you were to shoot me, attack me, or dismember me in any way. I do not wish to repeat the experience. State.
Okay.
Statement. Ah, yes. Them. Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know why why are they hunting me? My gosh, that's a lot of, why were they being created? He does not know.
Statement.
Okay, he has no idea. What was it? It sounded like a malfunction.
Statement. Oh, no, Master, surely you are mistaken. I would never malfunction in such a way on purpose.
Are you sure you don't know where they're striking from?
Prompt. Do you understand me? I have no idea. It certainly isn't a matter of it being locked in my memory core and being unable to communicate it to others.
And how would this information come out if it was locked in your memory core?
Answer. I fear that any such information that exists would only come out when a certain sequence of events takes place. That is why I am eager to encounter more of these clones in the hopes that something clicks that allows me to finally pull the trigger.
Oh. I kind of had enough of talking to this dude, but this question is just too good to pass up.
Answer. Many organic meatbags find that question.
Cupid's rifle I unlocked.
But I believe I can provide you with a satisfactory definition. Definition. Love is making a shot to the knees of a target 120 kilometers away using an Aerotech sniper rifle with a tri-light scope.
I'm not sure I agree with that, or if anyone could. There is certain lethal charm in such a shot, I agree. That is the best definition of love I have ever heard. I don't think I've ever been in love. Let's go with 4.
Statement. This definition, I am told, is subject to interpretation. Obviously, love is a matter of odds. Not many meatbags could make such a shot. And strangely enough, not many meatbags would derive love from it. Yet for me, love is knowing your target, putting them in your targeting reticle, and together achieving a singular purpose against statistically long odds.
Alright. Let's see if Mira has any more to say for herself.
Yeah, something wrong? Talk. Shoot. Talk. Why, you try to...
No, actually I was trying to be something a little more intimate.
Are you sure you're a Jedi?
Ooh.
That exile... Look, you're way too old for me. Even if I were interested, you couldn't handle me.
Well, you're fighting with the handmaiden over me.
Intense eyes. And it's obvious you take... Besides, you already have your little aunt. Look, if we start sharing a bunk, you're sweet old...
I have that.
It's more than age. I thought I'd seen a lot, but you look like you're 100 and something.
Alright guys, let's go to Duxon, and then I guess I'll call it a day, and we'll save Duxon exploration. And when I say Duxon, I mean Andron, but you'll see what happens. Alright. Andron, how does he know so much? Well, I have played it a long time ago. Oh wait, or that's Mendel? I'm not really sure. Dantooine? Andron. Let's go and we'll see what happens. Look at this. Our beautiful ship. Ooh. Can't imagine how that would feel. Andron is in trouble again. once more. We are in a blockade, apparently.
Well, this is Onderon. Looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon.
If they decide to do a cargo search, we're gonna be in trouble.
Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Oh no, what's going on? Do we have any lasers? What? You can get us out of here, right? Because you're like the Han Solo of the Old Republic.
The Ebon Hawk.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon.
Yeah, I'll man the freaking turret. Let's, Oh, wow. Not really sure. Where are the enemies? Not going well. Yeah, that's 2 more that are down. There's another one. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, now there's just a few left. There's one. Come on. Yeah. Now there's one more. Wow. Where is he? There. Send more fighters after me, please. I dare you.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we're gonna land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
This is like an optional shootout. Maybe get some experience points out of this, though. Yeah, and that's Duckson, apparently. Good time to call it day and have some lunch, and then I'll have to do a 13-kilometer walk this afternoon because yesterday I did 2 days ago I did 12.
Just
so
once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, that being followed by blaster bolts.
Sure. Where did we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
Oh, like you. Alright. Enough of this. We need to get to Onderon. Yeah, enough of this. How soon can we leave?
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to...
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason.
Great.
We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
That's great.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Sounds good.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Alright, sounds like a lot of fun for next time. So this has been my apparently 17th or 18th run through. Yeah, this is 18th run through. So we've definitely gone a while into this game. Well, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me once again aboard the Ebon Hawk. So next up is Duxon. Catch you all on the flip side.